Singh. Warm welcome to you, Pradeep. Before proceeding further, I would like to give a brief introduction of him to you all. He belongs to district Sonipat, Haryana. Born and brought up in a farmer's family, Pradeep has always been a brightened student throughout his career. Before topped this exam, he was working as an IRS officer. But finally, his hard work paid off on 4th August 2020 when UPSC finally declared their result of 2019 and he emerged as a topper. So heartiest congratulations to you, Pradeep, on your brilliant success to secure first rank in UPSC 2019. It's been a pleasure to have you here. Pradeep, so now you have become an ideal for many aspirants. So yes, obviously they would be definitely curious to know your success mantra. So on their all behalf, we would like to ask you a few questions.
Okay.
So shall we proceed?
Yes.
All right. So my first question to you is, do you remember any remarkable incident of your life that motivated or prompted you to go for a career in civil services?
Okay, when I joined the income tax department as inspector, I have seen my senior officers that were directly IRS officers. And after that, I get to know about UPSC and that you can be directly an IRS officer, and UPSC provides you that platform where you can directly go into public dealing and have large impact on the social work, and you can do whatever you want to for the society. And therefore, after that, I started preparing for the UPSC and for the civil services examination.
All right. So my next question to you is, what was your reaction after finding your name in the top rank of CSE in 2019 final results?
Actually, I was out of home when the result came, and one of my friend called me that result has came, and there are two Pradeep Singh in the list. So which one is you? I checked the result, and I got that it is my it is the rank 1, and my name was on the top. So I didn't believe it at first, and I cross-checked it, and after that it was quite a pleasant surprise. I became numb. I didn't know that what has happened, and it was completely unexpected thing for me and very pleasant surprise. I'm very happy for that.
That's true. All right. So my next question to you is, what were the ingredients of your strategy in preparation for prelims and mains examination?
Okay. I think UPSC is a very comprehensive, UPSC preparation is a very comprehensive process, and there are 3 phases mainly, that is prelims, mains and personality test. And in my opinion, I think every phase has its own small that specific type of things that you have to give attention to, and therefore you need to prepare every phase in a different way. And therefore I think prelims is more factual type of thing. There are objective type of questions, so you have to focus more on you have to building up temperament for the MCQs. While in mains there is totally different game. You have to write your answer, you have to write your opinion, you should have the good content, then structure of the question is there. So that is totally different game. And then personality test is again totally different, because you don't have any specific content for that. You have to build up your personality, and you have, there is no specific syllabus, so you can't actually prepare for the interview. You actually have to prepare for yourself, that what is your personality, you can present it in a right manner to the interview board. So I think for every phase the student has to be very clear in his mind about the syllabus, about the strategy and the planning, and only after that you can go with the UPSC preparation.
It's a mixture altogether, basically. That's right. Okay. So my next question is, can you please list some of the newspaper or magazines which you refer for the preparation for general studies papers?
Okay. I think the newspapers is very much important in this exam preparation, because you need to be in sync with the current affairs. And because I was having my optional as public administration, so I had to give devote more time to the newspapers and the current affairs. And The Hindu and Indian Express are the 2 newspapers that I have referred. And some other magazines like Yojana and some current affairs magazine, also some YouTube channels, like even some of the topics that are not in conventional books, so you have to refer them from other sources, from internet, from YouTube or from other things. So my main sources were for current affairs were The Hindu newspaper, Indian Express, Yojana, and some of the current affairs that are available in the market.
All right. Okay, so Pradeep, my next question to you is, how did you prepare for essay paper? Like, on which topic did you write essay this time, and what was the base of choosing it?
This time there was a mixture of essays. Actually, in the first part there were 4 options in the first part and 4 options in the second part. The 4 options in the first part was mainly based upon the topics that were more focused on the ethical part. So I had to choose anyone, but I had to write in a ethical manner. So for this, I think the topic that I had written is it's something like values. Of a nation. I am not recalling it right now, but it is something like third option actually in those first question. And for the second essay that I have written is on the health and education that is responsible for India's backwardness. So these were the two topics that I have covered in the essay paper. And for preparation to the essay, the thing that I have felt for the essay preparation is that you will not have any proper content for the essay. There is no specific book, there is no specific strategy. So you just have to prepare it along the process. So for essay, I had referred to some of the videos that are available on the YouTube for the toppers, from the toppers. Also, there are some copies of the toppers that you can refer to, so that you have a rough idea how to write a good essay. And then you have to practice for the essay, because if you haven't written any essay before the exam, so it becomes very difficult for you to plan and to structure the essay in the exam conditions and then write it in a good manner. There are some students that they can handle even in the exam conditions, and they haven't written an essay and they can just go and write a good essay. But for most of the students, if you haven't written it, then it becomes very difficult. So for me, I think you should prepare at least 2 or 3 essays or 4 or 5 essays before going to the mains examination, and you should have proper practice for it. Focus on the introduction and conclusion part. Body is mainly consisting of the content. If you have good content, you can write the body, but focus on the introduction and conclusion part, and therefore it becomes manageable in the exam conditions to write a good essay.
So practice makes a man perfect,
yes,
like
yes.
that, and then only you have to pen down your thoughts.
Yes.
All right, okay. So my next question to you, Pradeep, is how did you prepare yourself for the interview? What were the questions asked during the interview?
Interview is a very dynamic process, so you have to prepare. You didn't have any specific syllabus, so you have to prepare from various sources. Like you have to prepare from current affairs. Your DAF should be completed. Then your background education is there. Your work experience is there. Then your state is there, and then you have to prepare for the government schemes and all these things. So it was a preparation. It was from various sources I had to prepare. And my interview this time was mainly focused upon the government scheme. For the agriculture sector was there. Then questions from international relations were there, and also the many questions were about subsidies and all these things. So, and I think it goes good, but you never know without marks that how I fared in the interview.
True, agree. All right. So my next question is, Pradeep, time management is a key factor while preparation as well as while writing examination papers. So what did you do to manage time?
Okay, in my case, I think time management was the most crucial part for the preparation, UPSC preparation, because I was already working in the income tax department as inspector, and therefore I had to manage, I had to get the time for the UPSC preparation, and because syllabus is very vast, and for UPSC you need to dedicatedly give your time for the syllabus part, for the content, and after that you also need to practice it. So for me, time management was the most crucial part, and I had managed the time, like even during the lunch I used to get to some time. Even I used to complete my work before time, and then I used to ask my senior, sir, can I go? I had some class, or can I prepare for this? And they were also very supportive, my colleagues and my senior officers. So even while traveling, I used to watch videos because I cannot study. Then I can watch a video for current affairs or for some other topic. So I think time management is the most important thing in UPSC preparation. You should focus on your time, availability of time. Then syllabus is there, divide it into modules. fix some time slot to that module, complete that syllabus into that time slot, and I think it will help you a lot.
You manage it very nicely. All right. So my next question is, what were your strong points which enabled you to achieve spectacular success in CSE 2019?
Okay. Yes. Actually, my strength, I think, is consistency. Then second thing is determination, and third thing is perseverance. And UPSC is a very long journey. You never know when this journey is going to end. So you start it, but you never know that when it will end. So for that, first thing is that you should have the patience and perseverance. You can many of the students are clearing it in their first attempts, but you never know, it may also take up to second, third or fourth attempt. In my case it was fourth attempt. So the first thing is you need to be patient, and perseverance is very important. After that, you need to be consistent in your study, because even if a gap of 2 or 3 days or 4 days in your studies, then you have to start from scratch. So it is very important that your study is you are doing consistently studying your syllabus. And third thing is determination. There are many ups and downs during the preparation, so determination is the part that keeps you going. So you need to be very determined from your heart. You can be sad at some point and you can be happy at other point.